You're never gonna make it, you're not good enough. There's a million other people with the same stuff. You really think you're different? Man, you must be kidding. Think you're gonna hit it, but you just don't get it. It's impossible, it's not probable, you're irresponsible. Too many obstacles, you gotta stop it, yo. You gotta take it slow, you can't be a pro. Don't waste your time no more. Who the fuck are you to tell me what to do? I don't give a damn if you say.
What's good? How y'all feeling? Welcome back to the channel. Itds family. Now today we got this Tyler James Williams freestyle, but we got the whole well, not the whole interview, but I guess partially the interview plus the freestyles and all that. So we got. I hate when my laptop does this. Anyway, we're gonna get into this video. Then before this video starts, if you are new to this channel here, I would like you to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, turn on post notifications one time for your boy, because we are on the way to 10K. And yeah, then we're gonna get into it. Alright, let's get to it. 3, 2, 1. Oh, I go.
That right there is one of my favorite shows running right now. Season 2 of the series Abbott Elementary is airing Wednesdays at 9 p.m. on ABC, Heather B.
I know when I watched the episode last night about that juice.
Okay, the first season was nominated for 6 Primetime Emmy Awards, winning 3 of them.
Come on.
And one of our good friends, a family member.
Yes.
He grew up with us, we grew up with him.
Facts.
We watched him grow up.
Wow.
He's been putting it down since everybody hates Chris. Even prior to that, but that's the one that catapulted his image, his career. You know what he has to offer to this industry. Mm-hmm. We've seen him do that United States versus Billie Holiday, which was one of my favorite projects to watch him do, because he shows unlimited talent.
Right.
You can't pigeonhole this young man.
Right.
And then recently, in recent years, I noticed he started getting his body together. And dude start getting his body together.
Jealous? I mean, what's happening?
I'm just saying, man.
He was locked inside. Yeah, I did some push-ups.
You did some push-ups, but it just...
He was locked inside? He was in jail?
Start getting their body together. I feel like they subliminally tell
me. Wait, was he in jail?
Body together. And I haven't done that.
Somebody put it down in the comments. Let me know. Was bro in jail or something?
You just saying that because we on the mic. Welcome. Tyler James Williams is back.
Tyler!
It's good to be back. It's good to be back.
Feels good to be home.
Yes.
You have no idea.
Well, the great part about watching you and your career, congratulations.
Yes.
Congratulations. We don't know if you ever been a starving artist, because we always see.
Yeah. I didn't really have time. I was like 4. I guess that was the last time I was a starving artist.
Well, now.
I was like 4.
I started really early.
You started early?
I did, yeah. I started really early.
Do you feel, because we have a lot of, Viola Davis came here and spoke very eloquently on how many actors aren't being successful at making a living. Only 5% make over 50.
5? That's not bad. I mean, last I heard it was like 1.
Well, 1% makes over 50K a year or something like that.
I mean, she said 5. I trust her word.
She might have
There's
said
a
1.
minimum.
That's Viola.
There's a minimum.
I would trust her word too.
You have to make every year just to qualify for the insurance,
Just for
and
insurance.
that might be 20K. And I can safely say there were years I didn't make that in the Screen Actors Guild to qualify for the insurance.
Damn.
The most actors I know do not, and that's 5% even sounds high.
Yeah.
That's high.
That sounds high.
So then, at what age then, Tyler, did you get your first 20K? When did you qualify?
I was about to say, who the fuck is that?
He's like, when I started.
I want to say I was maybe about like 12, 13, something like that. 12 or 13.
12 or 13.
Yeah.
Growing up on screen, did you ever have complications with living off screen, living in everyday society?
100%.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's kind of been the struggle of my particular existence. You know what I mean? So much of my life has been on screen, and I think, particularly when you grow up with people and you're in their houses a lot, they think that they know you. So I have this thing that happens with people when they approach me based on what they think that they know, but not who I actually am. So that's one of the complications, is that oftentimes I had to make my peace with not being actually seen, being looked at, but not being seen.
Wow.
And that's, I even now, I think I still go back and forth with that, but, therapy is a beautiful thing.
Therapy. Salute to the
He
therapy.
tied it up now, I see.
How long have you done? When did you first start doing therapy? I started a couple of years ago. How old were you?
I want to say I was 23.
23? Okay.
Damn, how old are you now?
I think that was the hard part, and that was like trying to articulate what I was feeling.
Mm-hmm.
And eventually, my therapist helped me put words to it. It was like, oh, you don't feel seen. You feel like people look at you throughout the day, but they're looking right through you. They're looking at the character. They're looking at work that you've done. But they don't see actually you.
Mm-hmm.
And that's something that I don't think a lot of people experience as young as I did. At least their teens, they had that, or their high school experience, they had that.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, because I've been working as long as I have, I've always kind of been connected to the work that I've done. But the most important thing that I found working through is seeing myself.
Okay.
That's the only thing that you need.
To see
Yeah.
yourself.
That makes
What
sense.
do you see when you look in the mirror? What do you see?
Complexity.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of like things that contradict one another. I'm simultaneously, funny and high energy, but then also really introspective, really chill. And I think that dichotomy of who I am, I need to accept.
Mhm.
That's what I see, is that I can be multiple things at one time. I can just
So what happens when you're multi-talented, bro?
Yeah.
and say, oh, you're a this.
Yeah.
And no, I'm not. That's a part of what I am. It's a facet of who I am, but that's not the entirety of who I am.
Word.
Has working in this industry, especially because you have to play so many roles and then you're working with other people playing other roles, has it made it easier for you to accept people in the outside world?
100%. I think the basis of the job that we do is empathy. Right? You can't empathize with the position of your character, and you can't play with it. So what helps in everyday life is empathizing 100% of the time. That way I'm turning on and off. So, I think I have a unique perspective when I see something happening in the world. My first thought is to try to connect to an emotion. Regardless of if I agree with it or not, regardless of if it makes sense to me, can I feel what they're feeling? And it does make life, to me, a bit more beautiful. I don't find myself as, we live in this era like everybody's so angry about everything. You know what I mean? Like, yes, we can be angry about things. There's things that we don't like in this work that we got to do. But can you connect to the humanity in that person?
Right.
And that it doesn't feel as shaky ground.
Yes.
Shit, we learning right now. Them damn therapy lessons.
No, that's real.
Right now, Tyler James Williams is with us right now. Did you ever, when you did your white people, was there a portion of your audience that was maybe culture shocked? Because you've always had a crossover audience. To me, you had a crossover appeal. The title, Dear White People, if you ain't read if you ever read it or saw it, you wouldn't know what it stood for. Did you get any reaction from any part of your audience?
Yeah, I think that was 2012.
Yeah.
So that was also like in a different era. That I think I was concerned, and I think most of the cast was when we did it. We were like, this could either be really great or it could end all of our careers. I personally have learned to love that space because I like to do something with a little risk. But yeah, I think initially people saw the title and thought it may be antagonistic, and that wasn't the point. It was an open letter. It was talking about the things that we weren't allowed to talk about. And I think Justice Simeon did a really good job at that. And that was also before the show. People see the show now and they're like, "Oh, it's this thing," but when we did it, it was just a risk. We were just trying to, make something interesting and talk about things that weren't being talked about. And yeah,
and I just want to touch on that real quick because I just personally feel like for as much as people try to flex the idea that we have freedom of speech, but then again, there's also a lot of censoring that goes on with it, and there are always things that we are not supposed to talk about or that we're not talking about. I agree. You know what I'm saying with what he's saying. Like, if you fully want to look at it for how it is, if we can have a civil discussion about some serious topics without everybody getting so flustered or so angry, or have a conversation without everything going left. That's the type of situation that I would like to be in. I would like to see, people just, communicating as people, not just everything being so divided. because of whatever you may believe in or whatever you think is right or whatever you think is wrong. I just truly believe that if it's possible, for people to just sit down and have a conversation and understand one another, you know what I'm saying? Just take the time to fully see where somebody else is coming from. Like, don't be afraid to step into the other person's shoes. You dig what I'm saying? Like, because people do that a lot, and it bothers me. But that's just, if we could live in a world where we could just have like a simple conversation, I feel like this world would probably be so much better.
I think that there was also pushback in a lot of ways because it wasn't just an open letter to white people that discussed, you know, things that black people had to deal with as well that I think we didn't want to address at the time either. You know, it was in the forefront of our relationship with the gay community and how do we respond to and protect one another in that way. And people, you know, it's the point of art is to get people started a conversation they don't want to have, and I think it did that in a lot of different ways.
Right.
Wow, Tyler James Williams is here, man, and I gotta say, man, I've seen a lot of people come up here with a lot of robust truck jewelry on their neck. But there's something about this singular chain that this man has on that's just striking to me. I don't know what that is, man. Is that what kind of gold is that? You got that from the
Super glistening.
you got this shit from Pluto?
I'm a really good stylist. He's a black designer named Thrash, and he's a minimalist, and that's what I love about him. I think we've been lately. I've been just having more fun with style in general, and I personally don't resonate with flexing on my audience. I never have. You know what I mean? That's something that
Rappers take notes.
Living like everyday lives that are hard, and they're putting food on the table and surviving. They don't necessarily need to see us shining constantly. So I've always been somebody who's like, you know, closer to subtlety, and he really gets that. So that's how that came together.
What's his name?
Thrash.
I feel like Thrash could connect me. Have it be what you think.
So you asking Tyler to connect you with
I
Thrash?
100% will
Look me
connect you
up.
with
I
Thrash.
need it, bro.
I will 100% connect you.
I need it.
He'll lace you.
Okay.
He'll lace
I
you.
still got on wardrobe from MTV a couple years
Oh,
back.
child.
But you know what? At this point, it's retro. It's vintage. I love that. Let's go back to the early 2000s. I want to see you into some like massive pants.
Okay, you want to see the big pants?
The big
hair
pants.
wrap? I think the hair wrap.
The big white tee.
Yeah,
With the snapback to the side. One of the ones know what I'm talking about.
You have a beautiful curation going on your body. Yeah. What can you tell us about the tats?
These are messages to myself. They're reminders. It kind of goes hand in hand with the therapy I like. On this arm, we're only here briefly, and while I'm here, I want to allow myself joy to remind myself that I'm supposed to be here to have a good time. I think I got so wrapped up in work for so long, I forgot that. They're just like small messages to myself.
That one on your left arm says.
After all, we're nothing more or less than what we choose to reveal.
Oof.
As long as you're talking
Yes.
about it, you got to keep things for yourself. You got to. You can't share everything with the world. You got to keep things for you. You have to set that up.
True.
And you also have to understand when someone doesn't get you, maybe it's because you haven't revealed enough. Vulnerability isn't a part of that relationship.
There was so much in my life where I would be crying out for what I thought was help or something, and that just wasn't actually. By not actually saying, no, I need help with something. I need time. I need a break. If I don't say I need a break, nobody will know.
Right.
And then the schedule will just be full, and I'll be suffering from it.
Yeah.
So I had to learn how to articulate that I needed something, and that's when I got that one.
Who helps you now?
A number of people.
Yeah.
a number.
That's
of
good.
people. I think,
That is
family
good.
has been a big one. Like my baby brother lives with me, and because he was also raised in the industry, we know each other's struggles, and we keep each other in line and check, and we can check in with each other, and he can tell specifically when I'm overdoing it, when I'm overworking it, and all that. And there's something about family being able to check you. Family can check you, nobody else can.
They don't care.
Family will be like, I don't care what's going on, I don't care how well you're doing. Sit down. You need to sit down, and that's very valuable to me, incredibly valuable.
Both your brothers, Jack, right?
Yeah, both of them.
Y'all doing anything together as a triumphant?
You know what's weird? No.
No.
No, you know, that I think because so much of our lives has been work, we enjoy not working together. We have yet to actually sit down and try to work together. We're just usually sitting around kicking it. Like, this is our only time to chill. People bring it up all the time, and then I'm like, why don't we ever actually try to do something? It never happens. But at some point, maybe, I'm assuming. It's like at some point we're going to have an idea that we're going to do together. But as of now, no.
Heather, before you go, I know you got to go to Urban View. You're a big fan of Abbott Elementary.
Oh my gosh,
okay.
yeah. Before I go to work, speaking of work, Sway mentioned at the beginning of this, you have been coming here. We've been on the show 11 years now, believe it or not.
It's been 11
It's been 11
years.
bro.
Congratulations
Thank
to
you.
y'all.
Congratulations to you as well, because you shared it with us.
Longevity is a
You've been
beautiful
here.
thing.
You've been here for the 11 years. And I feel like this is the first time, like, I really am getting to know you now. Like, for you sharing everything with us, thank you for, sharing what you was comfortable with sharing with us. Thank you, Tyler, for that. And it makes it even more now, watching this show, Abbott Elementary, and being a fan, what you've been able to do and deliver with all you have been dealing with and processing. It makes your performance now even more spectacular. Like, all of you guys do an amazing job, but for you to have been in this industry this long and processing all you had to process and deal with, and you deliver every week like this on the show. Congratulations, young man, for real. Like,
That's love.
That means, it really means the world. That's like Sammy Horseman's been working on being more transparent and being seen by people who've been, you've been up and down in my career, you know what I mean? Like, from the beginning to now, to see people who see that progression and can speak to that really means a lot to me, so thank you.
no, for sure. It's crushing it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Why is this show special to you? You've done a lot of hit shows. What makes this one what it is?
It's got heart.
Yeah.
It's got heart. It's meeting people where they are. I think we came out of a very hard time in these last 2-3 years. And people just want to have a good time, and they want to laugh, and they want to see that, their struggles can resonate in multiple ways, and they can, in a therapeutic way, laugh about them.
Right.
That's what, I think we want to make sure that teachers are well represented, and that, we give voice to what they're going through. But I think ultimately, it's just about the heart of the thing. You know what I mean? We don't need as much cerebral comedy right now.
Yeah.
We need some heart.
There it is. Tyler James Williams, man. Come on. We didn't even get into the bars. He used to send me bars. I used to be like, what the hell is going on? This dude is getting bars.
Range, baby.
And a voice for it. I love your voice, brother. Next time, maybe I know you're still writing, right?
No, I've always had something.
Okay.
I've always got a song.
You say that like you had something now.
I wouldn't show up if I didn't have something.
Shit.
You take my picture torch before you go to work. Before you spit these. Woo! Uh-oh.
Your volume right here, kid.
I need something a little faster.
I still know.
Actually, you got FNF, that GloRilla.
We'll get that in a second.
You got that?
Yeah.
You should be able to pull that.
Didn't we have a whole discussion
We just
about
had a whole discussion about GloRilla.
Yeah, he requested that himself. He said, "Give me that glow."
Okay, Tyler James Williams, Abbott Elementary. Congratulations, season 2, Wednesdays 9 p.m. on ABC. You may not know this, or probably you do. If you followed him, you know he's not just a thespian. There's a whole slew of talents this man got. Welcome to the Valley of the Hyena.
I did this. Talk shit.
Talk your shit. Talk your shit.
Look, hot niggas sipping on cold. Look out the way when I walk. Talking that shit, you will never be rich. I didn't fuck with your chick, I won't hold you. I am that nigga she fucks with, and most of them niggas she talks to. You gon' get addicted. How do you figure you must have missed niggas to yo you? I wouldn't have you back on purpose. And she capping neck on nervous. My forehead touching her forehead, one more head touching the surface. She biting and scratching the surface. She long, she can take it, she verbal. She twitch cheek to cheek on the guy, her hands in the sky, this surface. Going back and forth, I ain't playing tennis. Said you asked where she was going, why you in my business? This ain't cool, who is you, and why is you suspicious? Just be a man, Peter Pan, understand that she F-I-P-E all the way free. She can be a whole freak when she pull up to me. Wait till she S-I-N-G-L-E again. But don't get your hopes up, we broke up and still friends. We be done, she just playing with it. Look around, just laying in it. What the fuck we got to do today is all I'm saying, girl. Let me stay in it. Look around, write my name in it. Make it rain, hurricane in it. Not the same, I'm changing it. Lose my mind, go insane in it. I'm the truth, please believe me. I don't think that you should leave me. Just be a billboard to TV. Either way, you gonna see me.
It's gonna be. Hey, yo! This man, hey, this. He was talking shit.
I don't think that you should leave me. Just be a billboard to TV. Either way, you gonna see me. Being with me can be hard, but trust me, being my ex ain't easy. So don't be tripping, don't be needy.
Oh! Found the caption. Being with me ain't easy. Wait, hold on, hold on, wait, what? Say that one more time?
See, being with me can be hard, but trust me, being my ex ain't easy.
Being with me can be hard, but trust me, being my ex ain't easy. Fuck is you talking about? Talk to him.
For the TV, either way, you gonna see me. Being with me can be hard, but trust me.
Being my ex ain't easy. Ah!
Don't be needy, cause I be chillin', I be breezy. I'm not the one you roll the dice with, I'm the one you spend your life with.
Flow switch.
Be needy, cause I be chillin', I be breezy. I'm not the one you roll the dice with, I'm the one you spend your life with. I done seen it, I got vision, girl, I'm a little something like a psychic. Taylor said that you a nice fit, that's a big difference, you a tight grip. That's now shit clear, you can tell it when the light hit.
I'm about to be his dancer.
We got too much light in the room. We got a hyena up in here.
Wow. I have to come. Well, which, by the way, I got to say thank you to you because, and I hope we got a little bit of time. When I came in here to promote Let It Shine,
Yes.
I have been on that press tour, and a lot of people tried to set me up to create a viral video of me failing at something. You were the only person who said, I feel like you actually have something, and you gave me a shot, and you gave me the 5 fingers, and you were like, let's go. If you want to make this work,
Yes.
this is where you're going to make this work. And you added legitimacy to that film. And I'll never forget that. I'll always remember it. And I'll tell everybody over and over again. If I'm getting bars off, I'm only doing it at Sway in the Morning.
Wow.
That's love.
Love you, man.
That's love.
But you got nasty over here, boy. You doing a lot of fucking now, huh?
Shit, I'm about to be
I'm 30.
dancer.
You're right. My bad.
I'm 30.
You are 30.
You don't want to be his ex.
It ain't too big. I beg to differ. It's a tight fit.
I beg to differ. That's a tight grip. What you
And I
talking
hear you,
about?
brother.
Nothing but love.
Thank you. And I receive that, man. Stay great, man. Tyler James Williams.
Man, listen. Listen. For a man who is going through as much as what he's went through, that was dope. I need to start doing more stuff like this because I love hearing different people's opinions on different ways on how they view life, because I know there are a lot of people that really kind of need that type of motivation or type of therapeutic talk for real, because I know everybody going through something. Everybody's life isn't always easy, but bars on top of motivation is kind of what a lot of people be needing sometimes, and that one definitely hit home for me personally, because I know it's a lot that a lot of people be wanting to say, a lot of people be wanting to do, but I love seeing different views on how people see the world, so that was just absolutely beautiful. So shout out to that boy Tyler James Williams, even though he don't mean it. That was hard, but that being with me kept me hard. Trust me, being my ex ain't easy. That shit was cold. No, if y'all have any more interviews or y'all want me to do, man, please put them down in the comment section below. I'm sorry for the ad and whatnot. I'm sorry that I'm lightweight being inconsistent with the uploads. I'm trying to get better at it. Please believe me, life has just been kicking my ass. But I appreciate everybody that stopped by to watch this video. I appreciate everybody that made it this far into the video. I appreciate everybody here today. I love all you people, man. I really do. Without y'all, I have nothing. Without y'all, I can't do what I do. Without y'all, I can't make this video. So much love to everybody. Love each other. Respect each other. Love to everybody. Itds family. I'm gone.